All right, these are your 2-6 notes. The goal of one-step equations is to get the variable, which also means letter, on one side of the equation and the numbers on the other. And what you do to one side of the equation, you must do to the other side. So I'm going to show you equations with fractions in them. There are 2 ways to work it. First, I'm going to show you the division way for number 1 and number 3. And then for number 2 and 4, I'm going to show you how to flip and multiply. Okay, so let's start with division. When I look at number 1, I see nothing between the 4/5 and the x. That's just a fraction, so I know they're being multiplied. So to get the x alone, I'm just going to divide by 4/5. That goes away. Oops. I'm left with an x. If I type into my calculator 20 divided by 4/5, I get 25. All right, let's do the same thing right here on number 3. So between the 3/4 and the x, I don't see anything, which tells me it's multiplication. Means I divide. I can divide. Mark that out. Divide 3/4. When I do -4 divided by 3/4, you end up with a really ugly fraction. 16/3 equals x. All right? So that's one way to deal with fractions. The other way, this is the way you would do it in Happy Math Land, but it's harder to remember, and I'm okay whichever one you decide to do. So when I have a fraction, there's a different way to make it cancel out and move to the other side, because we always do the opposite. Well, the opposite of -1/3 is -3/1. If I multiply those together, they cancel out. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So on the left, I have x, and on the right, -9 times -3/1 gives me a 27. We'll do the same thing here. Want the x to be alone. If I multiply by the opposite, it'd be -2/1. That cancels out. I'm left with the x on the right. -2/1 times 81 gives me -162. So either way, whether you prefer just to divide or flip and multiply, it doesn't matter. You'll get the same answer, whichever one you're more comfortable with. So when you see addition, when you see addition in an equation, to solve it, you have to subtract. When you see subtraction, to solve it, you're going to add. When you don't see anything like a 2x, you know multiplication is happening. So insert that multiplication dot in between it. So it'd be 2x like that. And now when you see multiplication, you know you divide. And when you see the division bar like that, you know to multiply. So just do the opposite to move something to the other side of the equation or out of the house. All right, take these notes, show them to me, you'll be good to go.